Thank you. And welcome from tuning in. This is Level Up Live. So we're just waiting for a few more people to tune in, to come on. Make sure you invite and share with someone. Let them know that this Level Up Live. So you want to invite someone, make sure you share. Can you feel it in the air tonight? Yes. Hello everyone. How are you guys doing tonight? I'm so excited. I'm super excited. Tonight is Level Up Live. Right? Tonight is Level Up Live. I'm so excited. We have special guest, TheJaniahK. So I'm so excited. She's about to come on in a few. But you guys, we're about to get right into it. We're about to level up. So I'm going to let you guys know. I'm just going to go straight in and we're going to go forth. But how this live came about is, again, this whole month of May, I've been speaking Major May. You know that major things is about to happen in May. But again, I wanted you guys to hear the song. Can you feel it? Can you feel it in the air? And I just felt it. Just to do it. I've been doing lives back to back. I do Level Up lives, but this live right here is just special. This live right here is going to be different. I believe it's going to be special. I believe people is going to level up like from tonight. And I want other people to come on this live. You know, make sure you share. Make sure you invite somebody to know that we're on a lockdown, but we still leveling up. So I want you guys to continue to share. But this live came about. I just had another just do it moment where I was like, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's come out with the flyer. The flyer actually came out last minute. It came out yesterday on Friday. So I'm so excited, and I'm very excited because the speaker, is going to be really good. But let me go ahead. Some of you guys may know me. Some of you guys don't. But my name is Janiah. I'm a 21-year-old entrepreneur. I am a ministry and marketplace mentor, a branding and marketing strategist. I also, I just help people go to the next level. Being that I'm a 21-year-old entrepreneur, I'm all about helping others go to the next level. I am the CEO of Level Up Gear, Level Up Branding and Marketing Agency, Level Up Photography, and also Level Up Mentorship Program. Also the founder of Destiny Awaits You Foundation. So I'm just here and I'm just so excited that you guys are tuning in tonight to Level Up Live. Make sure that you invite and share. Let somebody know that we're going to do this live tonight. We are about to level up. So make sure that you share, right? So this speaker that the special guest I'm about to have come on is the TheJaniahK. I've been following her. We've been following each other. And you want to know what's so funny and special about this live is I never met her before. So this is really virtual. You guys are going to have like a full, we spoke on the phone this morning earlier, but we had like a quick conversation. And then the conversation was very powerful. And we just both had to tell each other, you know what, we got to hurry up and get off the phone because let's just save it for tonight live. Because once we got on the phone, we got to connect through social media. It's like right now during quarantine, during the pandemic, we got to network through social media. So she's a girl boss. I'm a girl boss. I don't want to talk more about her right now because I want her to introduce herself and speak and so forth. But just to say that we network through social media. So I'm very excited to bring her on. And I believe that you guys are going to be like, when you hear her, this is going to be a really, really, really good live. So let me see I think she just sent me a request. Let me view it. All right. With the TheJaniahK. You guys, let's get it. Let's get into it. Let's level up. It's time. I think we're about to connect with her. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, how you doing, Janiah?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. You look beautiful.
Thank you. So do you. I love the gear. I need to get me a shirt.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So I'm just so happy. Again, I got to introduce you, but I'm so happy. I was telling them that this is our first time seeing each other. Like, this is really virtual live. Like, we never seen each other. We never met before. So this is our first live, with each other. I actually communicate and talking. So again, we're about to get into it. This is Level Up Live with your girl, TheJaniahK, and special guest, TheJaniahK. All right. So we're about to get into it. So give me a sec. I'm going to ask her a few questions, and this is going to be like very real, straight, uncut, raw, very transparent. So everything is just, give me a second. We're about to go into it. So JaniahK, can you tell people, like, let the people know about yourself? Who are you? Who is JaniahK?
Hello to everyone that's tuning in. I am TheJaniahK, beauty and branding. Basically what I do, I'm a graphic designer, social media manager, content creator, web designer, and I specialize in helping women with their brands, basically building them up in confidence and in purpose.
Absolutely. So let the people know, how old are you?
I just turned 20 in December, so
wow.
Young, which is so inspiring to me. You're 21, I'm 20, and we got it going.
Yes. So I know you guys just heard her. We got to repeat this. I'm 21 and she's 20 years old. So we're both two young entrepreneurs. And I believe this is the season for young entrepreneurs on the rise. This is the season for entrepreneurs to level up, right? So with that being said, when she said we're both getting to it, right? We're in the come up. So I want to show you guys why she's saying we're both getting into it. Check this out. This is how we getting into it. Young entrepreneurs, but we're being blessed by God. Let me show you guys. This is my old. Do you guys see this? She got her a Mercedes Benz. Look at God. Look how good God is, right? And she's only 20. And what happened? Double blessings, back to back.
Yes.
I got me a Mercedes Benz too at the age of 21. So that's amazing because we're both young entrepreneurs. I'm from Miami. She's from Orlando. We totally did not know each other, but you want to know what's so crazy? I think when I seen the dates, you got your car I think around April 10th or something like that. And I got my car April 18th. So it was wow, God made it happen for us two young entrepreneurs in the month of April, during a pandemic. We're on lockdown right now. We're on quarantine and God still showed out for us. Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
Right.
So I salute you. I want to say congratulations to you also. That's amazing.
That's huge.
Yes, that's very huge. That's a big, big deal. A big deal to accomplish that at a young age. And I think it wasn't, sometimes people think it's just a materialistic thing, but I think it's a motivation thing, and to also encourage other young entrepreneurs that know that if we did it, we're two female young entrepreneurs, you can do it too. If you're a female entrepreneur watching this live right now, you're a listener, you're a viewer, know that at a young age, God still call you. You can do it too. It may not be a car, it may be something else. You can birth the business. You can start something too. So it's not just God just not blessing us, he's blessing others.
And I think that's amazing. I had a phone conversation this morning, as you were saying, and they don't really know the sacrifices that we had to take in order to get here. The sleepless nights, staying up, making sure our clients are well taken care of, crying and praying and pouring into other people. And I think we all go through a season in our life, especially being young entrepreneurs, to where we're sowing into other people and not getting anything in return, and that's the most important part.
Wow, that was very powerful that you said that we're sowing into others. Can you elaborate more? What do you mean? Well, I can't speak for everyone else, but how do you sow into others at a young age?
Definitely. So more so for me, being in business and, being an entrepreneur, it can be hard sometimes, meaning when you're connecting with other people, you don't know their intentions. So before I go network with anyone, I always pray to make sure that this is my assignment and something that I'm supposed to be stepping into. Yes. Said, there's times where, everyone, like I was telling you, everyone can't afford $1,000 branding call, $1,000 website, $500 branding call or website. So yes. Is, knocking $300 off of that price and helping them out with $200, sewing into them, or even giving them a free logo, which we will be doing a giveaway on this live.
So, yes, we will.
We'll share people on this live because we will be doing a giveaway and you will receive a free logo. So with that being, just sewing into other businesses, even if it's like a $20 like tip, hey, here, God told me to bless you by, doing things like that.
That's amazing. So even just right now, I just asked her how does she sew into others, but she's activated. She's making it, even though she do it, but she's actually doing it right now. Tonight, you that's watching this live, if you're being active, if you're sharing, I want you to share, invite your friends. You have the opportunity tonight in 2020, what's going on right now, you have the opportunity to win a free logo.
Yes.
I got to repeat that again. You got the opportunity to win a free logo. You have the opportunity to win a free logo from the best, the beauty and branding expert, TheJaniahK.
Yes.
Like, with that free logo, you can do anything right now. If you've been waiting to launch your business, you've been sitting on it, this is the time. She's going to bless you with a free logo. So make sure you tune into this whole live to see. You may be the lucky winner. You may be the one to level up with your logo, and it's going to be by TheJaniahK. So make sure you share, and be active, right? So moving forward, I check out your page and so forth. And what stood out to me, you said you started your business, right, with $200?
I started my business back in 2019 with $200.
Wow.
$200. I started my business. Literally, I kid you not, $200. This is crazy because not everyone is willing to put their pride aside and ask for help. And that's where we mess up. That's where,
good.
Like, this was literally in 2019. It's like so emotional for me because just thinking where I started to where I am now and how God's grace and how good he's been to me. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I wanted
you and so forth.
Definitely. So on Instagram at TheJaniahK, you guys can follow me at TheJaniahK. Also on Facebook at Janiah Slaughter. Once again, I do specialize in helping other women build their brands in confidence and in purpose. Specialize in logo design, graphic design, social media management, and basically helping you create that perfect brand.
Absolutely. So again, I want to thank you, Janiah, for taking the time. Like, if you guys knew, I text her yesterday.
Really?
I contacted her through DM. I'm like, this is so unprofessional. This is crazy. I'm gonna DM this girl and let's to see what she'd be interested in doing this live. But I heard from God, to do the Level Up live, because I do lives, but it was just like, have a special guest and have her as your guest. And this live is really just about helping people, helping everyone know that you can still level up on a lockdown, a young entrepreneur, to know that you still could go out and get it right now. To know 2020 is not canceled. Your 2020 is not canceled. 2020 is still your year. So with that, I'm just happy that you said yes. I'm happy you said yes to come on here. I'm happy that you was able to be transparent and share your testimony with others, because you blessed me, and I'm sure you blessed many others all the way from Orlando, Florida. You came on this live and you was able to share, your ins and outs, your wins, your losses in business. So that was amazing. A lot of people needed to hear this. I needed to hear this. So I just want to say thank you. Continue to level up, continue to be you, and a lot of people need that. A lot of people really do.
So I do want to say thank you to anyone that is on this live. Definitely I want to encourage you to know that you have a calling over your life. And, I'm so big on purpose and calling because, oftentimes we may forget our purpose. There are days where I'm frustrated in business to where I have so much going on. I have to realize that I also do have a purpose over my life and I have a calling over my life. And it's okay to get frustrated, but don't give up. There's always room for growth. There's always room to, level up like her brand, So it's just like the times where you're confused and you're angry or you're upset about something. Literally what I do is I'll pray and I'll calm down, listen to some worship music, and then, I'll get over it. But with that being said, you have to step out on faith. You want to be here, but right now you're right here. Step out on faith. Reach out to Desiana. Reach out to me so we can help you. We're here to help. We're here to remind you that you're so much bigger than, what you may think that you are. You may think that this, but you're so much bigger than that. And it's just like, continue to have faith, like rock this thing out. If you're working at 9 to 5, there's nothing wrong with it, because, you know, we were both doing that as well. So it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
on and popping, you can still be that successful boss woman that you want to be.
Yes, absolutely. And again, on the previous live, we came on here again. She was stating that she's giving a free logo out to somebody, to a lucky winner tonight. So again, you want to share this live, make sure, because somebody is going to be like a winner tonight with this logo. You're going to be able to start your new business or even rebrand right now, something that you've been always wanting to do. Right now, you're about to have the opportunity to get the free logo. So you about to take advantage and level up. So what I want to do right now, we're going to do an exercise. I want to do level up affirmations, right? So I don't know if I think I texted to you, or so we could read it out loud together. So even you're listening right now, you're a viewer right now at home, I want you to also repeat it in your living room, in the car, wherever you at right now, watch this live. I want you to repeat after us, right? So it's gonna go like this. So I will love,
love,
I will
I
elevate,
hate,
I will visualize,
I will visualize,
I will execute,
I will execute,
I will lead,
I will lead,
I will unite,
I will unite,
and I will pray.
and I will pray.
I will level up.
I will level up.
So basically with that's just acronyms. That's the acronyms of level up. It stands for love, elevate, visualize, execute, lead, unite, pray. You need all of those like tools in your life. You need to love. You got to show acts of love. You know, you need to elevate. You got to go to the next level. You got to visualize. You got to see this thing. It's beyond 2020 vision, right? To know that love, elevate, visualize, then you got to execute it.
Mm-hmm.
Execute that thing. Don't just do it. Like, actually execute your goals, execute your visions, and become a leader. You got to lead. And what we did right now, we just united. We had to unite to come with one another. And the most important thing is to pray. That's what you got to do in order to level up. So those was the things when it came about, we're working on with level up, to know to go to the next level. Love, elevate, visualize, execute, lead, unite, pray. Love, elevate, visualize, execute, lead, unite, pray. I'm for real. Sometimes you got to speak it. Even like, too, I know you was telling me on the phone. I don't know if you wanted to help somebody, because some people don't know the principles like this. You know, you got to speak affirmations. You know, you got to decree and declare. You got to have prayer. So even you told me what something you do too to encourage yourself of how you speak your business. You can even give them an example too. That way they can practice it at home.
Definitely. So for me, what I believe in and what I say every morning, my affirmations: I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am confident, I am beautiful, I am attracted to clients, my clients are attracted to me, and I am blessed.
Period. And it's just simple as that. You got to speak life. You got to say it. You got to want it. So you just got to say, I will be healthy. I will be wealthy. My business is blessed. My family is blessed. So that's what it's all about. It's all about empowering yourself and being self-motivated also. You know, before somebody else can motivate you, you got to motivate within yourself. That's what it's all about.
Important, because I think I was telling you this also this morning. Mm-hmm. If you don't have the motivation within yourself, you eventually will come to a point in time to where you're going to fail and you're going to be sad because you no longer have that motivation from your friends or your family. If that is your only motivation, you won't make it too far, because that's your only motivation. You have to have that motivation deep down within yourself, despite if they still motivate you or push you and whatnot. There's been plenty of times where I thought my friends would motivate me and encourage me to the times where I was down. But it just showed you, you know, how bad you want it, despite that motivation or support that they give you. Because look where you are today. You're still here. You're still pursuing after whatever it is that you want.
That's it right there. And you know, right now this is the after live, the after party. We was gonna be finished a few minutes ago. This was supposed to be closed out, but more people are still coming in. If you want to ask a few questions to me, the ministry and marketplace mentor, or you got to ask questions to you know, the JaniahK, you want to ask her some questions or ask both of us some questions, you do got the opportunity to put it right now in the comments. You're talking right now. You have the opportunity. You're talking to a 20 and a 21-year-old entrepreneur right now.
So I have the winner whenever you are ready.
You have the winner?
I have the winner. I've been watching, I've been looking, and I see this one special lady.
Ooh, so who is the winner? Hold on. Who's the winner?
Her name is Love Lady G. Thank you so much.
Oh, congratulations, Love Lady G. You won a free logo from TheJaniahK. You got a free logo, girl. You better level up with your new logo.
She literally said your affirmation. She said, I will love, I will elevate, I will visualize, I will execute, I will unite, I will pray, I will level up. Thank you for that. But not only that, you've been consistent in the
Yes, she has.
She has. So thank you. We are so.
You got your logo. I can't wait to see what's in store for you, Love Lady G. I know that you gonna get right. She gonna hook you up. Like, you gonna have that logo. Like, you deserve it. Congratulations. This is the time for you to level up on a lockdown. You just got you a logo. Congratulations. That's a big step right now. So I'm sure you about to do some big things with that logo now. Right. Wow, wow, wow. She said everything we've been saying we were speaking to her. Wow.
That's good.
You. That's the whole point about impact. Even with lives, sometimes people just be looking for views. But the moment know that you just influence one person, you got to impact one person. That still was the goal, just to help somebody. That's what it was all about. So I'm just happy that somebody won the logo. Like, it's somebody that just really needed it. Like, you know, she been on this live all night. So she well deserved. But with that, how let's just, I don't know if you ready, or you want to continue, you want to freestyle?
Oh, whatever you want.
Well, it's up to you. Okay, so how do you
make sure,
I know you got to stay positive, but how do you deal with hate, basically, but still being positive when hate comes towards you and your business?
That's a good question, because I've been blocked by a few people, you know, not understanding why. Maybe because we're in the same profession. I wouldn't understand it. I would be upset. I would be quite angry and kind of sad. But then I have to realize, you know, people are people. And, you know, being in business, you can't take everything personal. But with that being said, Love Lady G, make sure you DM me so that way I get that information from you to start on your logo. But yeah, I've realized people are people. Everyone's intentions are not like mine. And, you know, that's just something that keeps me motivated and keeps me grounded and down to earth. Like, you know, I know who I am and I know my intentions. So with you hating or whatever the case is, I'll let God deal with that. Maybe you're angry or confused about something that you don't understand.
That's beautiful. So right now, this live was like part 2. You got to watch part 1. Hopefully, I'm praying that it stayed. I think I was able to hurry up and make it go to IGTV. So I'm praying the live is still on. But if so, you missed it. But check this out. We're wrapping up. We're about to close. But from this live, you know, if you want to give us feedback, you want to, you know, contact me, contact Janiah, or you need us to help you take your brand to the next level. You were saying something?
Like, yeah, I was telling them, you know, for them to message me and you to let them know, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, so even watching this live right now, and you was like, man, like, you know, we're planning to do, like, you know, another Level Up live. So if you want to, you know, refer somebody, or you even see yourself being on this live, or you want to recommend another entrepreneur, a young entrepreneur, you know, DM me, send me a DM. That way we can get it going. We can level up with each other. But I want to thank Miss Janiah all the way from Orlando, Florida, baby. I want to thank you for showing so much love, for pouring into the people, for just giving gems and just being real, like being transparent. And that's what it's all about. So again, I want to thank you. I don't know if you want to leave the people off, tell them thank you. That way we can hop off and level up.
Everyone that did tune in, you know, definitely like a prayer to close everything out, you know, just to pray over you guys, you know, basically, you know, pray for an increase over your finances. I pray for an increase in love. I feel like in this generation, we definitely need more love. That's something that we all lack in. Maybe it's a small area in friendships, relationships. We all lack some type of love in our life. And, you know, I pray over that for you. And, you know, that's something that I think everyone desires and, you know, they are worthy of having, which is love. But most importantly, God's love, because that's where it all started first. So definitely want to encourage you all. Thank you so much for having me on here all the way from Miami. You were amazing. I look forward to
You.
connecting with you again. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Again, this is Level Up Live. Make sure you share, and tell a friend.
Sometimes we're because you have to be willing to sacrifice certain things. So for me, I took a whole bunch of losses and just different things,
Yes.
and started doing eyeshadow palettes. I don't wear eyeshadow, so it's just like, Janiah, what are you really doing? Like, did
Yes.
you? So it was more so for the money when it came to eyeshadow palettes, and I started selling lashes. It just didn't really work out, so I was willing to take that risk by asking someone to invest in $200, and I double by praying, and God instilled a different vision in me, and that's how I'm here now.
Wow, wow, wow. So you said that you end up asking someone to like basically invest in you. So that means you couldn't basically, I wouldn't necessarily say owe the person, but you couldn't let them down because you asked for investment. So you had like investor.
Yep.
Wow,
And
that's very
$100, and to some it may seem like a little, but around that time, I just got scammed of $1,000 through a fake company that was pretending to be PayPal. I didn't know how I was gonna pay the $1,000 back to the bank or anything. So it
yeah.
was kind of frustrating, and just it was, my emotions were all over the place during that time. But that $100 meant everything to me. You know,
Wow.
just like if someone was to give you like $100 or $50, like you're going to find ways to flip that. You know
Yeah.
what?
That's amazing. So check this out. So again, if you got to get your notes, you got to write on your phone, like something. She started with $200, you guys. And
Yeah.
with $200, you now have three businesses. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the three businesses again for the people that's just tuning in? Again, make sure you guys share to win a chance to get a free logo. So make sure, tune in. Let's get back to it. So what are the three businesses do you have?
So the very first thing is I do have an eyelash brand. It's currently on hold, but I do have an eyelash brand. With
Okay.
that said, I also what did it say, Giant? Okay, and also with that being said, I also have a biotic curls hairline. So it's
Yeah.
for natural hair who's trying to transition from like perms and things like that.
Yeah.
Hair remedies that help you, for your hair to, basically, how can I say it? It increases, like, I guess, with vitamins and everything else.
Yeah.
And on top of that, for branding. So, I specialize in helping women with their branding, specializing in their logo design, their graphics, and anything of that sort that they may need help with.
Yes. Absolutely. That is great. So when moving forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did you start? Like I know you said how did you start, but how did you learn, like being that you're a branding and beauty expert, like how did you learn graphic designs? How did you like basically get started with the creativity part of it?
Definitely was more so a thing that, I was just trying to figure it all out. When it
Yes.
came to web design, I literally just got on my laptop one day. I was like, what, I need a website for myself. So I began to start playing around with different things, and that's how I came about with web design and graphics and everything else. More so for logo design, definitely YouTube. It has helped me a lot. YouTube, learning how to work with
Mhm.
photos, everything else.
Absolutely. Okay, so during the quarantine right now, people call it lockdown, people call it crisis, people call it pandemic right now. Like, did you feel like, of course, your business is still moving, your business is still going, but everybody is saying, quote unquote, a lot of businesses is taking a hit, which is actually true. But do you feel like your business actually, like right now, is taking a hit? Do you feel like, exactly what's going on for you in your business right now as an entrepreneur during this time in the pandemic?
Definitely. I would definitely say it has helped. With that being said, we did have a call this morning, and I was telling you, I was a manager at my job. I was working at Laser Tag. So,
Okay.
entrepreneurs working for other companies and still, making it happen for both of us.
Yes.
So, with that being said, it definitely motivated me even more. Business has not been slow. It definitely has been busy, but that's because having faith. That's all I can say.
Mm.
Faith and being consistent and continue to pursue after what it is that I'm trying to accomplish.
Yes, absolutely. So another thing that you say, like basically your motto or your mission of it, when you look up the JaniahK on your page and you brand, you say helping you build the perfect brand in confidence and in purpose. Why confidence and why in purpose? You know, what made you come up with that saying to help somebody build their brand in confidence and in purpose?
Well, definitely. If you know me, you know I'm a woman of faith and a woman of my word. So I believe in purpose in the right way, but with confidence. And with that being said, oftentimes we do have a lot of Christian female entrepreneurs who aren't really walking in confidence, but everyone has a purpose over their life. You know, we all have a specific direction that we're trying to go because, you know, obviously God has the blueprints to our life. Everything is already for us, but where is that confidence? And sometimes as business women, you know, being entrepreneurs, we don't have the full confidence that we need to execute the idea. And sometimes that will hold us back from our purpose and what we're actually supposed to be doing.
I got to repeat that again. You said sometimes as women, we don't actually have like the execution, like to actually execute the vision.
Yep.
With that, and I seen that too. Also, you always too, you call yourself a woman of faith. So when I you know, going down your page, you speak a lot of faith, you speak a lot about the plan. Like, how do the vision, the plan, and faith all come together? How do you combine those three?
Definitely with having faith. This is something I learned because, you know, a year ago, we're all different. You know, throughout time, we're different people at different stages in our life. And that's something that I had to come to realization with and accept. I know that I used to be a year ago, 5 months ago, 2 months ago, because things are always happening. God is always transitioning us to prepare us for better in different seasons throughout our lives. So with that being said, the faith, you know, it's literally seeing, it's definitely not seeing and still believing, you know, not being able to hear a voice and still try to go through with something. So it's definitely more than just, you know, you can't always see and believe. And I was telling you this morning, if you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. If you're comfortable, so, you know, I would rather move forward, you know, versus being stagnant and stuck in one place than moving backwards.
I felt that. I felt that on a spiritual level. I would rather move forward than moving backwards. Like, you can't stay stuck. You can't. Wow, that really represents level up. You can't stay stuck or stagnated. You got to go to the next level. That's good. That's very good. So, what's your brand, right? You're a beauty and branding expert. So, a lot of people that's watching this live, again, make sure you guys share. She's giving some like good gems right now. As a beauty and branding expert, they cost a lot of money. So she's giving you some good tips right now. You want to use it to apply it to your brand, right? So, and she's also giving away a free logo. So make sure that you share. Okay. So with your brand, I see that you use like it's like a theme, the mood, the color of it. You use a lot of light, like a lavender, purple, a tan color, sandy color, a white and black. Why did you choose those colors?
Right. That's a great question. Well, my favorite is purple. And, you know, to me, lavender color, it makes me feel settled. I love whites. I love grays, you know, like nude colors. I feel like it just, for me, it makes me feel at peace. I feel calm. So, you know, I don't like, you know, really dark colors, bold colors don't really sit too well with me. But I figured I wanted to set my brand apart. And when I look at other brands, you don't really see a lavender, purple, and tan and gray. I want it to be different.
That was different because that's a nice color combination. So for somebody too that's, you know, they may got a business, they're trying to rebrand, or they have a business, or they want to start a business, how do you like recommend, or even if they start, when it's time of getting the process done, when you do their social media management or helping them, what is a good tip you would give them when it comes to choosing their logo or even choosing the colors?
Definitely. And that's also something that I do specialize in with any client that I do come across. Normally as in female clientele. So I would definitely say whatever brand that you're trying to accomplish, just make sure that you're being unique. You don't want to replicate someone else's brand. And I have a quick story. When I first started in business, I wanted to be like every brand out there. I wanted every brand out there, and I had to stop myself, and I had to realize, like, Janiah, you have your own identity, but most importantly, your own identity is in Christ first. that I had to realize. So it's definitely for me, you know, figuring out who you are, what sets you apart from everyone else, and what are you trying to accomplish. And I think from there, you can then figure out, okay, I'm more so of a bright, bold, vibrant person. I love, you know, red, bright green, neon. Or you're the type that really likes the whites, the grays, the nudes, and things like that.
Mm, that was very nice. That stood out. So it's basically, it's just your brand really should represent you, what you
Mm-hmm.
stand for, something, a color that describe you, or something that you have a vision for. So it represents you, what sets you apart, what make you different. Okay. And then how does it come with cleaning your page up, posting content? A lot of people do not know how to post content. So again, she is a beauty and branding expert. She will go more into depth. You guys could get in contact with her with that. But what is a good tip in regards to posting content? Just to, help the viewers out.
Definitely. So as far as posting content, I'm a person of organization. I love things to be organized, client calls. I want everything to be organized. Obviously, every day won't be perfect. You'll have some days to where you're all over the place, but for the most part, organization, having a color scheme. So with that being said, choosing your colors the correct way, having everything organized and laid out. So if you take a look at, your page, is definitely organized. I love the black and white because, that resembles who you are. That's your brand. Level Up. Definitely, it reminded me of Sierra, that song Level Up.
Yeah.
So
That's a testimony and a backstory on that also. But yes.
I'm sure they would like to hear too.
Yes, but in regards to that, I love how you break it down. Me and my mom, we literally had a conversation about my colors because I'm gonna be real, I wanted to, at the beginning I used to add like a pinch of red, and she was like, your colors is really black and white, which is because when I first started, I wanted it plain, simple, and chic. That way from far away you can read that and say Level Up. So that's the signature look. I do have other colors for the brand, but I just wanted to stick with that classic B&W black and white, right? So you actually hit that on the head because I just literally had a conversation last night with my mom about my colors.
Yeah.
So another question I would like to ask you again, that you're young, I'm young, right? But how are you successful at a young age, at the age of 20?
That's a good question. And when people say success, everyone's success is different. And I'm a firm believer that your success is not my success, vice versa. And when people think success, they're thinking 10,000, 100,000, 200,000, $1 million in the bank account. For me, the definition of success would, personally, I can say, being satisfied and being happy. Success to me is being happy despite take away my car and take away everything else. I can definitely say I would still be successful, making my other clients feel great and making my other clients, feel like they're at home and they're at peace. As long as I'm helping someone, I feel great about myself because now they can go and tell other people like, oh my God, I'm so confident. I love my brand, my new website, everything else. So success is different in everyone's terms. I definitely feel like where I'm at in my life, I'm successful. It may not be $100,000 in my bank account, but as far as having and the money that I do have and the people that I am helping, I'm already successful.
Period. You better speak it. Words are powerful, and right now you are considered successful, but you're going to be on another level successful. Words are very powerful, so I believe it's going to manifest.
Right.
It's going to happen. You already walking in it.
Yes.
You're walking in it. So with being successful, I don't know if you experience it, but I know I have a few other young entrepreneurs, and me too, I experience it. Let me see. I'm going to be real now. How do I put this? Okay.
Yep.
You're young, right?
Mm-hmm.
But don't get me wrong. We're young. We go hard as young entrepreneurs. But do you feel like sometimes, I'm trying to use the right word for it. I'm trying to word it right. That sometimes people may sleep on you because you're young, like an older person, or they may think because you're young that like you don't really know what you're doing or you're unprofessional. Yeah, so please speak on that. How can you still be young, or like even sometimes some older people or somebody may be intimidated because you're young, but God is using you. You got the tools, you got the gifts, but
they're not hearing.
Like, please answer that for me, because I'm sure other people feel the same way.
Hit it on the spot. That is a good question.
Yes.
Oh my God. being a female entrepreneur, you have women who are in their 40s, in their 30s, 60s, 50s, whatever the case is, and to them it's competition. And
Mm-hmm.
because I was about to pull out some notes, so let me speak on this, okay?
You
Because
can
you
pull
hit
out the notes. Pull out the notes. We got time. Pull out the notes because I'm sure you're gonna help me and you're gonna help another young entrepreneur.
that is such a great question because oftentimes they feel intimidated as if
Mm-hmm.
they're taking something away from them. And I have to say this, I was recently in a position like that. I won't get into details, but just to
Yeah.
say less, you're not in competition. You're not in competition with anyone. If anything, you're in competition with yourself. Yes, we all may have competitors. That's fine. Look around at other brands and see how you can do the same exact thing, but in your way, and how you can better it to your own version. And I'm a
Mm-hmm.
firm believer. I believe everyone has a calling on their life, and God has a purpose for everyone, but it's what you make out of it. You can
Mm-hmm.
either go or the right direction. But with
Mm-hmm.
that competition and things like that, it's just like your reality, like I'm not here to compete. I'm just to do what I'm called to do, and that's to help other people, to make other women feel confident and to help them live out their purpose while being, great at it. And, same thing for you by helping other women level up. It's like we all can eat at the same table, but if you don't want me at that table, I'll go build a table myself and bring other girls at the table, you know? Like, and I
I'm
think
speechless.
that's the crazy part about it because a lot of women think, oh, we're not qualified just because we're younger. My work is just as good as yours. It's just I'm younger. And by the grace of God, I'm glad that we do have the talents and the gifts and the mindset to go get it at this age versus being 45 and 50 and just trying to start up a brand. We're young. Like, this is the generation to help other women, to speak life into other women because so many girls need it.
Wow. When I mean you answered that, you spoke that like right on, beautifully, like gracefully. That's it. That's it right there. Like we all could collaborate. We all can celebrate one another. We all can connect with one another. That's what it's all about. We all can level up. Don't
Right.
don't tear your sister down. Help your sister go to the next level and level up.
And see, that's the thing. I think oftentimes, another good point, sometimes women really don't know how to support. And once again, everyone's support definition is different. And more
Mm-hmm.
so from what I've experienced, everyone cannot support you the way that you want them to support you because they are not confident within themselves. That's just like a female who's very insecure. She will not know how to support you and be that friend that you may need her to be because she doesn't know who she is. And most importantly, if she doesn't know who she is in Christ, then she doesn't know who she is in the flesh. So we
Wow.
remember to, not to necessarily get upset with women like that, but to more so, I'm going to pray for you and I'm going to hope that God will fix you and work on you so that way you can love yourself the way that I love myself, but hopefully even better. So that way, when that time does come, we can collaborate together. And I believe, within time, those females will eventually come back around, but they have to know their worth first.
Wow. You got to trust in God's timing and trust the process. But that was actually beautiful to know that too, because you could have been like in your feelings like this person don't like me, but you said to continue to show love to them, continue to pray for them. That's what it's all about. To at the end of the day, to know just let God deal with them, let God
Mm-hmm.
deal with their heart. So I love
Yeah.
that. I love it. So okay, another thing that's being a young entrepreneur, right? For the ones
Mm-hmm.
tuning in, make sure you guys share to win a free logo. But restating that I'm 21, she's 20, right? I know social media is very like it's popping. That's what it is, social
Mm-hmm.
media. But all right, you see a lot of brands, a lot of people you follow. Do you
Yeah.
think like, coming up, even for you or a lot of people take it like soon you start a business, you're just gonna take off, or it's just gonna be overnight success, or you're gonna get the bag right away and you
Yeah.
securing the bag. So like, do you believe like I wouldn't necessarily say like overnight success, but like do you think like what would you tell somebody who think like they just got in the game and then like they expecting or they watching other people from social media, how they run their business and they expecting that stuff will happen for them the same, or, how to be able like, just.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely say success does not happen overnight. And for me, it didn't. I spent so many years comparing myself to other women. The woman that you guys know, I was not this woman a year ago.
Wow.
I was not even this woman. So with that being said, like I said, your success is always different than everyone else's. But with that being said, it's definitely God's timing. Sometimes God has you in a specific season because you're in a test right now. So if you can't pass this test, God is not going to move you to the next level. You can't level up because you are not ready to. You're not ready to. So sometimes we get angry and we get upset. It's like, dang, I see this girl being successful, got this new car, she got this. She's getting so many clients, but why are you upset? God is going to take you there eventually, but you have to believe and trust in the process. And it's not seeing and then believing, oh yeah, God did it for her, he can do it for me. Maybe that's not your path that God is trying to take you on. Maybe God is like, hey, Bianca, Julia, whatever, this is your path. But if you would just focus and listen, and I need you to make some sacrifices in order to get here. You see this woman here, but you don't know that before she was down here trying to get here. Sometimes we have to really listen to God's voice and really seek out to what he's trying to tell us, because sometimes we get so caught up in the hype. Oh yeah, I can make $1,000. No, it's more with sacrifices, sleepless nights, crying, frustration, having multiple clients at once. But at the same time, it's just like, you really don't want someone else's journey because you don't know what it took to get there.
Wow, wow, wow. And basically, to piggyback on what you're saying, in other words, just stay in your lane, focus on you, focus on what you got going on. Don't look to the side what the other person got going on. Just stay focused. Stay
Exactly.
focused, right?
Not that everyone isn't called to be an entrepreneur, because don't get me wrong, people love working for other people. Personally, I want to work for myself, and that's why I work so hard now to get to where I am today. I feel like COVID was a blessing. And, for you, where you were out of work for a while, which was amazing, focusing on your craft and your business. But with that being said, definitely during a time like this, it definitely did require silence. Same thing for my Instagram. I've seen a few people mention why I unfollow them. I unfollow everyone so I can focus, literally focus. I literally focus on my craft and what I'm supposed to be. That don't mean I'm not checking the people pages that I like to follow and everything, because I am. More so for me to focus and to focus on my craft, build my clientele, and then, of course, follow everyone back. But with that being said, sometimes we have to put ourselves in the silence box. Even the closet is like a prayer closet. Go in there, literally calm yourself down, focus, and ask God, what is it that I am supposed to be doing? What is my calling? What is my purpose over my life? And with that being said, that's why a lot of females are confused sometimes, because they don't know the love that God has for them. So they're unsure with who they are as a woman and who they are in Christ.
I got it. If you are a listener, you are a viewer, you're watching this live right now, I need you to comment to say, I will stay focused. I just heard that. Everybody, if you're watching this live right now, comment below and put, I will stay focused. This is something everybody need to hear right now. During 2020, during the pandemic, the quarantine, the crisis, this is a time that you can't have no distractions that come your way, to know that your 2020 is not canceled and 2020 is still your year. You still can level up on a lockdown. I need you guys to comment right now, I will stay focused.
A lot of you guys, the Holy Spirit speaking to me right now, a lot of people are afraid because they don't believe in themselves. But not only that, you're afraid that about the finances. God is going to take care of the rest, but you must believe and you must have faith that everything else is in control.
Yes.
With me, so everything can end today and I will still be happy. With that being said, because I know the God that I serve and I know he's going to provide either way. Even if I did decide to go back to my job, and same thing for you, it's just God is a faithful God and God is going to provide either way. So whether you have $500 to invest in a business or $200, allow, TheJaniah to help you to start that business. Same thing for me, allow it, but it's just you have to have the faith. And that's what people fail to realize. She's got here because, no, it's literally because of God being consistent. And, I believe in having confidence also plays a part in that. But most importantly, having that faith and walking it out in confidence and walking it out with your purpose.
Faith. Those are two words you got to write in your notes. Everybody, write in your notes, faith and focus. Those are two F's. You got to have faith and you got to be focused right now. I love it. I love it, man. You giving me okay, I'm let me calm myself down. I'm getting chills because this is so
It's amazing.
This is amazing. And I think a lot of people need this. A lot of people need to know that. Some people, you may heard it before, but you may need another second confirmation. You need to hear it again right now. So this is really, really good. It's blessing me. I don't know about anybody else, but it's blessing me. So what are some things that you had to face? You know, I would basically say like lessons that you learned, and we're gonna be real right now. Like a moment, even it could. This is about ministry, marketplace, life. Even if you felt like it was a moment where, because this goes to me too with my brand. This is how Level Up came about. Did you ever feel like you had a moment where you leveled down, right? But you got back up again?
Mm. That's a great thing. A great question to ask, because there has been plenty of times throughout the years I felt like I was stuck, and it's nothing like beating yourself up, getting into depression because you feel like you're stuck. And yes, like we may smile on the outside and seem all happy, but deep down inside you can still be sad. And the moments that I get those feelings, like my mom is a woman of faith also, like we rebuke that, like instantly, like, no, I am healed, I am well, like, things like that. But with that being said, I think we all do go through different things. And there has been plenty of times, to where I would beat myself up and I was down. And, I did level down at one point because I didn't know who I was. So when I didn't know who I was, I tolerated people treating me any type of way. I tolerated, like the price that I was worth for business. I tolerated, just different things, relationships and friendships. I tolerated anything because it's a saying, when you, what is it? When you know nothing, you'll fall for anything. Like when you know nothing, you'll fall for anything. But if you know something, then you're going to stand for what you know. So it's just more so for me, like after I was in that down position, it's just like realizing you're so much bigger than the situation right now. And sometimes we'll get in situations and it's just like, dang, like I'm really in this situation, I'm stuck in this position. But it's just like, no, you're able to overcome that. You're able to level up out of that situation.
Mm-hmm. That's it right there. That's it. So, okay. I'm basically done with asking you questions. I just like right now, I feel like right now, I want to leave it to you right now to like just encourage the listeners, just encourage the followers of what do level up mean to you, or what do you want to like let the people know? Like you just go. Just
This was awesome. First and foremost, thank you for, inviting me on this live. It was definitely a pleasure. I think that you are very motivated and God has driven your business in you for a reason. Like the purpose that you have over your life, like you're actually living it out. And it's also inspiring to me, which I'm so happy we connected, because, like we need more female entrepreneurs to help each other out, so I think that's beautiful. But with that being said, like level up, more so for me, before you're able to level up, you have to hear God's voice. And I will say that for forever. You cannot level up if you are not taking the time to hear God's voice, to listen to what he's trying to tell you. Because if you're moving so fast, you're going to fail. And, the word fail, it may sound really bad, but it's realistic and it's the truth. And, for me, I don't like to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to get cut right, raw, deep into it. And it's just like, before you can level up, you have to be here. And, when God feels like you're ready to level up, then he'll move you into the next season. But with that being said, back to sacrifices, you may have to sacrifice a lot. For me, I sacrificed friendship, to the level that I'm at today, barely speaking to anyone, but trying to transition into newer friendships and being more accepting of that. So it's just like, in order to level up, definitely have faith and believing that you can get through anything and everything that comes your way, because there's no storm that you can't overcome. And that's just like, if you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, imagine what God can do with that.
Yes, that's beautiful. And I know I didn't say I have no more questions, but as you was talking, what stood out to me is that how are you, like, how you're a young entrepreneur and you're young, but you're like, like, don't get me wrong, everybody love God, but like how, like when you talk, you hear that you got a passion for God, like, and everything you say is God, God, God. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I love God also, but you can hear it in your voice that you passionate about God. So it's like, how can you still be young, and like how could you like serve God at the same time? Like how could you still run a business? How could you know? Because a lot of people think that like because you're young, you know, you don't have to really rock. Like I'm not saying rock with God, but like a lot of people think like you can't be yourself and you can't like you can't have God in your life, like because if you're too churchy or you too Christian. So like how do you make that happen?
One thing about me, I'm gonna play my gospel music, honey. Okay, I don't care if where we're going. I'm gonna play my gospel music, and you're gonna listen. If not, you can get out in the car. Okay.
Okay.
You can still be a Christian and have fun. You know, people think it's this certain standard, like, oh my God, I have to wear dresses down to my anklets, or I have to like listen to Christian music 24/7. It's, in my opinion, you know your relationship with God. And I said this before, everybody's relationship with God is different. How you pray, I may not pray, vice versa. Or how you worship God, I may not worship God. Yes, we may all serve the same God. You know, that's amazing. But more so for me, it's about I had to build that relationship with God. Did it come overnight? Absolutely not. Because there were times where I had my rebellious times where I didn't want to listen to God, even though I heard God's voice, God saying certain things. You shouldn't be in this relationship, Janiah. You shouldn't be having that friendship. You shouldn't be doing whatever, Janiah. Within time, I definitely had to build that relationship with God myself, because there's been plenty of times where I didn't want to hear God's voice. I'm going to be honest. There's been plenty of times where I'm like, I don't want to hear this. I already know what I'm doing is wrong. I shouldn't be doing it. And that came with consequences. And people think, you know, with being a believer and, you know, everyone's consequence is different. And more so for me, you know, getting myself caught up in things, not drugs or anything like that, you know, not like that, but just different things in friendships and, you know, just different things. I had to pay for that. And whether that was, you know, for the situation when I got scammed of $1,000 from a fake bank, you know, I feel like that was God telling me to slow down. You know, we're getting so caught up to where we're moving so fast, and God is like, slow down. I need you to listen. I need you to focus. So that way I need to have your full attention, because God is a jealous God. And, you know, that I had learned. And when you're dealing with a jealous God, you got to be very careful. And with that being said, my relationship with God, it definitely took, I feel like, to where I am now. My relationship is the relationship that I have with God is great, you know, compared to the past couple years. Because when you're just starting out, you know, having that relationship with God, you're trying to figure everything out. And, you know, back then, 16, 17, 18, you're not really more so focused on a relationship with God, you know, just depending on how you were raised. But I was in a Christian household, you know, with things like that. But they can't have the relationship for God for you. You can't, you know, they can't have that relationship. You have to have your own relationship with God
For yourself.
Times like our parents try to have their relationship with God, but make us live it through them. And that's not how it should be, you know. So if you want that relationship with God, definitely pray for it and go after it. And, you know, it's been about a year now since I've been like, you know, literally like saved and, you know, heavy on my worship and praying and things like that.
Wow, that's beautiful. Okay. So we did say, you know, you mentioned that as a young entrepreneur, you still, you know, you had a job, so because we're being transparent, you still can have a 9 to 5 and be an entrepreneur. But also, you're still currently in college, right?
Correct. So I did take a semester off, but I will be starting back up in August. I'm studying business management and psychology. So it's definitely time consuming. And, you know, I'm so grateful that I took a semester off. And I feel like God made it happen that way because, you know, work didn't get filled out. But I feel like it was definitely God, you know, God wanted me in this season, because the season of, you know, me being in business and everything else throughout quarantine and everything else, I got closer to God. But not only that, I was able to help so much more people versus being focused on school. And, you know, school is a great thing. If you're in college, I encourage you, because, you know, I'm also in college. And I think it's a beautiful thing. But it definitely has helped my relationship with God.
Wow. Okay. So check this out. Right now, we're going to open this live up to at least 2 questions to the viewers, the listeners right now, something that you want to ask me, you want to ask Janiah, or you want to ask both of us. So I'm seeing a question right now that say, what about so basically, what about somebody reach out for help and don't get it? Or let's say you did ask the person for help, but they basically rejected you and they told you no, and go find it out on your own and go to Google.
I feel like personally, that is God blocking you from something. I literally have gotten so many no's just to get that one yes. All it takes is that one yes, and it could change your whole life, your whole experience, or that whole moment. So I'm definitely all for no's. Continue to tell me no, so that way I can go out here, hustle harder, and dig deeper into the work, so that way I can get that one yes. And I feel like God will place certain people in our lives for certain reasons. So if I am receiving a no, because I've gotten plenty of no's, no, you've been denied for this car. Literally before I got my Mercedes, I tried to go to Kia, and no, your credit, no. Like, so things like that. I tried to get a phone under my line a year ago. No, you've been denied because of your credit, because I messed it up when I was 18. So literally took having faith, being consistent, and going to that right person to say yes. It takes one person to say yes. And look where I am, look where you are when it came to that situation.
Wow. That's actually good too. Just with life, just for asking for help, you may have people say no. Another thing coming up where I had to help myself or even help some of my mentees starting up too. Like, let's say you're an introvert, or you feel like you fear or you're shy to try to sell something to somebody about your product or your service. People are going to tell you no. Your future clients, potential customers, they will tell you no, but you got to keep on hustling and go to the next person, go to the next person. That way you can at least get that one yes. Once you get that one yes, it's over. You got to continue to grind and put in work. Don't let one no stop you. You're going to have the no's. You need the no's. That way it can remind you. It was a reminder, it pushed you to go harder.
And that's a great, because sometimes when you get that one no, some people will be encouraged by it, or some people will get discouraged and they will quit. If you are quitting, in my personal opinion, if you're quitting, it's not for you, because only the real will make it. Literally, the real will make it out. And I think more so for me, if God is giving you a vision, you better take that vision and you better run with it and execute that idea. Just because other females are doing that same thing, what is setting you apart? Like I said, how many women that's probably doing the same thing as me and you with branding, everything else. We are different, and that's why people are attracted to us. So some people may come to me for my services that they wouldn't come to you, or vice versa. They may come to you that they won't come to me. But it's like the real make it. So if that's discouraging you, then you don't want it bad enough. You may not have reached that $1,000 sale that you wanted to make in that week. Continue to push forward. Continue to walk out in confidence with it. This is my product. This is what I serve. I know that it's amazing, and I'm going to continue to sell my level up gear, even though it didn't get the 30 sales that I wanted this week, but at least I got 10.
That's it. But check this out. Even with collaborating, we're both being young and so forth. This is big right now. This live is big. This is going to make history, being that this is major, man. This is major right now. This is major for me. I don't know about whoever else, but this is major to have two young entrepreneurs right now on a live right now, a 20-year-old and a 21-year-old entrepreneur with two successful businesses. But check this out. This is like the look that I got from it. It's like, even if so, you're not from Miami. I'm from Miami, right? Even if so, we still could collaborate. But this is the thing. This is the point where networking, collaboration come to part. You're from Orlando. I'm from Miami. So this is the part where you're bringing Orlando people. I'm bringing Miami people. And we're both just helping people. Your movement is about building confidence. My movement is about leveling up. But it's still positive. It's still helping people. So even right now, like, we're just bringing people from east, south, west, north, whatever. This is what it's all about. It wasn't just for me to be selfish. It wasn't for you to just be selfish. We did it. We did it for all the young entrepreneurs right now. This what this live is really about. It's about helping other people level up. That's who we did it for.
Exactly. And I think that's great, because oftentimes a lot of female entrepreneurs, they're really stuck in their ways and they don't want to collaborate because they may think you're trying to sell their idea or you're trying to compete. But when in reality, I want to help you just as much as you can help me. And, we can collaborate and be big. We can collaborate and help so many other people, but you're stuck in your ways to where you don't want to reach out to other people for help. You have to reach out for help. I'm going to tell you this now. You have to reach out for help, and it's okay to ask for help, because like I said, when I first started my business, I asked for $200 for help. Even if that's being, you're on a strict budget to start a business, you're going to get there eventually. But with that being said, in the meantime, collaborate and reach out to other women, so that way you can gain knowledge, experience, or even if, the case is doing a branding call. You know, we both do calls. She mentors and I do one-on-one sessions by doing branding calls, helping you build up your brand, trying to put
Yes.
together your brand. You know, you have to start somewhere. So it's like you can't be afraid to ask for help. You can't be afraid to reach out to other females. Like, you know, even a simple compliment goes a long way, you
A
know?
long way. Like with us, like I was telling you guys earlier, this is our first time like seeing each other. I never met her before. We just follow each other through social media. I just spoke to her probably like a good 30 minutes in the morning, and that was it. But
Right.
another thing, like us just meeting with each other, you know, we could have been like, we just doing a live and that's it. But literally we was like, I'm not gonna go into the whole details of our conversation, but we was literally on the phone. Like she told me her price, I told her my price, and we just literally met each other, and we was able to help each other within a few things already over the phone, just by helping each other. She discussed, we compare and contrast, and she was telling me, oh, you can use this to do this. So it's like that's showing you a prime example. Even when it's time to collaborate, like what you don't know, what you lack, the next person could be able to help you, because it was something I didn't know, and there was something she didn't know, or it was some things we both knew, and we was able to help each other advance. We was able to help each other grow just from a conversation. So what would have happened if I would have hold my information and she would have hold her information? We both would have been stuck with our same information that we got in our head. That basically what took place. Like we was able to piggyback off and share with each other, just like on a phone conversation, just a quick few words right now. And big things happen when you collaborate and help other people. Like in this season, like it takes teamwork. You know, you got to team up. You got to level up. That's what it's about. Teaming up with each other, you know, to help each other go to the next level. Because she could have just been TheJaniahK by herself. She could have hopped on live tonight by herself. I could have hopped on live tonight by myself. But we did it together. And I'm very happy we did it together. I'm just very blessed because we got to help people. I got to help myself. You got to help yourself. And that's what it's all about. It's just about building connections with people, actually networking during this time. Take advantage to network during quarantine.
Right. That's really important. You know, especially networking with women. Before, like a year ago, obviously I wouldn't have really understood the concept of it. But now, since I'm in a position to where that's what I do for a living, I help women build their brands. So to me building them, I kind of feel accountable. And with that being said, you know, making sure that I, you know, encourage them, making sure whatever it is, I make sure that as long as they feel confident in whatever service I provided, I feel great. So definitely with collabing, and you can't be afraid to grow. And with that being said, by reaching out to other people and collabing, you're going to grow somehow. And, you know, oftentimes I've ran into a few clients to where they're afraid to grow. I feel as if when you're afraid to grow, you're hindering with what God is trying to do in your life, and you're so many great things from happening. And when you have fear, God can't operate on fear. So you got to let go of that fear and you got to run. You have to run away from it.
Run with the vision.
Yeah, exactly. Run with the vision. Let go of the fear and proceed to be great. But you have to let go of fear, and you can't be afraid to grow, because if you're afraid of growth, you're going to remain stagnant, and we don't do that over here.
We do not. So again, hurry up, you guys. Hurry up and comment like a few more questions where we could answer before we close out. We want to answer you guys' questions. I'm sure you watching this live right now, you've been wanting somebody to answer this, and we're here right now to answer these questions for you, just, you know, for you could be able to level up. But I see somebody put that how do you manage life? Like, hold on, let's I think it said, how do you manage your work in life? Like, how do you balance that, basically?
How do I manage my working life? Ooh, that's a good question. My job, well, was until quarantine had happened. I was working at Laser Tag. They were closed Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday, they would be open from 4 to 8. So that's like a 4-hour shift. This is the part where it came in to where I definitely had to balance and figure it out. Friday and Saturday, I would work till 1 a.m. and I would have clients. And I would get home maybe around like 1:30, close to 2 a.m. But that didn't stop me, because I already knew the calling that I had on my life, and I knew how bad I wanted it. So that needed to, when I got off at 2 a.m., get home, come on my laptop, do some client work, and then go to bed, whether that's at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. It's because I wanted it. So if you want something, you're not going to make excuses. You're definitely going to go after it and pursue it, because that's the downloading thing that God has already instilled in you. So you're going to go after it.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow, wow, wow.
So it's
So
more knowing, trying to figure it out. It's more so, regardless of the hard work and sleepless nights, I know that this is what I have to do. So by all means, I'm going to go get it.
go out and get it. And basically being that your work is not going to go in vain. Like, so everything that you're doing right now is just preparing you. It's preparing you to become that millionaire. It's preparing you to become that billionaire. It's preparing you to even become that trillionaire. I seen a post the other day about the CEO of Amazon. They're saying he's on a track to become a trillionaire. A
Oh,
lot of
wow.
people they're saying he's on the track, like he's on the right track to become a trillionaire. And a lot of people would think that like that's impossible, but he's making it happen. They said by 2026 he should be able to be a trillionaire, and that's
Oh,
big.
yeah, for the age of 26. That's crazy.
No, they're saying by 2026 he will
Oh,
be able. Yeah,
wow. That's
yeah. So
amazing.
you can become a trillionaire. It's possible.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. So make sure share this live right now. I'm gonna hand it over to JaniahK from Do You. Are you ready to choose who's the lucky winner for the logo or?
Definitely. So, if you guys have any more questions, you guys go ahead, comment down below. Make sure you share this live. Definitely share this live right quick because we will be choosing a winner. So definitely, or even then, we can go through it and then pick the winner after.
Go
It
for it.
doesn't matter.
Okay, but if we was talking to you, you feel like I can't no longer wait. I gotta launch my business right now. I need that free logo. You don't just want to take it and just like
Better
you
comments.
just don't want to take it and just let it sit there. I need you to comment below and say the logo is mine. I need to have that
Mhm.
logo. But let's close out. How can the people follow you, Janiah? Like I had an amazing time with you. How can they follow you?
Yes, how you can follow me, you guys can actually at me. She added me at the bottom, so you guys can click on my page at TheJaniahK. I'm also on Facebook at Janiah Slaughter, so you guys can definitely tune in. It was so amazing with you having me on this talk. I definitely feel so blessed, but at the same time, it's so humbling, to speak to another female, to share our ideas and conversations like this.
Hold on, not to cut you off. The live is about to end right now. Hold on. It's about to end. We're about to come back. I'm gonna come back, you guys. Hold on.